I'm underneath it all tonight. Out my window there's a million lights, 1,000 hearts feeling just like me. Man, it feels like heaven out here in the street. I know I got a lot to learn. Breaking bottles only left me hurt. Play with fire till I burn myself. Don't you know that love?
Hey, welcome back to Pagitt Radio. It's the 23rd of October. I don't know if we mentioned that in the first hour. In the first segment. It's the 23rd of October already. Winter is right. I mean, it is sneaking up on us. I heard that people here in Minnesota were feeling the crisp air.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's coming. Hey, you know what else is coming is this understanding of Occupy Wall Street. Now, Occupy Minneapolis, our one percenter from the radio show, was down there himself at this thing. And there's a lot of understanding and misunderstanding about what's going on at this. So I want to add my voice to the clarifying process of what's going on with this Occupy Wall Street. Here's what I think's going on.
Bring it.
I think that Occupy Wall Street and that movement is a group of people who are trying to suggest that the system has been gamed, that the economic system in this country has been rigged. And it's been rigged by certain businesses in conjunction with the government of the federal government and of particular states not doing their jobs. So I hear my conservative friends, especially my libertarian Tea Partier friends, trying to say, don't blame, you people are confusing. You're trying to blame the government for all this stuff in your Occupy Wall Street, and then you say your answer is you want more government. So which is it? If you think government was to blame, then the answer is how about less government? This is where they miss the point on this.
Yeah.
The system has been gamed. The system has been manipulated. There's been shenanigans and tomfoolery going on. We've been bringing this up on this radio show for a long time. There's funny business going on and preventing that funny business.
Yes.
And rather than preventing the funny business, there are times when the government was complicit in the funny business and other times when the government sat on its hands.
Yeah.
So what people are saying is, we want you, government, to do what you can do to stop the tomfoolery and the gaming of the system.
Yeah, do what you are supposed to do.
Yeah, if you would have done those things, if the regulations had worked, if people had been keeping an eye on the hen coop, instead of asking for the fox to, be the guard keeper of the hen coop, this wouldn't have been maybe this wouldn't have happened because we all know this turns so fast, people's fingerprints are on it.
Yeah.
So Occupy Wall Street is a commentary in people's lives and other places of saying the system is being played, and we think we know who the players are now, and the folks who are supposed to be refereeing that game became players in the game.
Yes.
That's what I think's going on. That's how I would explain it. Now, there's this picture going around the internet of a college student holding up a big piece of paper with this college student's critique of of Occupy Wall Street.
Okay.
Written on it. So this is a college student holding a piece of paper. It reads like this: I'm a college senior about to graduate, completely debt-free. I pay for all my living expenses by working 30-hour-a-week job, making barely above minimum wage. I chose a moderately priced in-state public university and started saving money for school at age 17. I got decent grades in high school and received 2 scholarships that covered 90% of my tuition. I currently have a 3.8 GPA. I live comfortably in a cheap apartment knowing that I can't have everything I want. I don't eat out every day or even once a month. I have no credit card, no new car or an iPad or a smartphone, and I'm perfectly okay with that. If I have debt, I would not blame Wall Street or the government for my own bad decisions. I live below my means to continue saving for the future. I expect nothing to be handed to me and will continue to work my tail off for everything I have. That's how it's supposed to go. I'm not the 99%, and whether or not you are is your decision. Okay, this classic kind of, look, if you ain't got what you need, it's because you didn't do your job. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, there's this great presumption in that it's the fault of the unemployed that they're unemployed.
Right. This is presidential candidate Kane, right? If you're poor and don't have a decent job, don't blame the government. Blame yourself for not getting a decent education. Now, I'm not going to pick apart the college student's expression, right? Because it's probably a 19, 20, 21-year-old trying to say it the best they can. But it's completely off base.
Yeah.
First of all, You went to a public school where you were publicly funded by other people's money. You didn't pay for your own education.
Yeah.
Other people did.
Yeah. So don't break your arm patting yourself on the back.
Right. Okay. So, and then look, as a 20-year-old or 21-year-old, 22-year-old, you kind of get to live on the cheap. But let me tell you, once you join your life together with another partner in life, you start having some children, you start having to organize yourself around the future for those people. You no longer get to live on I just live at the bare minimum level of pay in this country.
Yeah.
It doesn't work once you actually become a full participant in the economy. And that's where the problem lies, that the movement from being a basic recipient of all the good things the rich people gave you in this world, so you should just be thankful you got anything and live in this sense of personal indebtedness to the wealthy. The notion of this nation has been you can actually be a full participant, not just a worker bee.
Yes.
And that's where the system got gamed. When you tried to move into that other world, when you tried to buy a house so that you could actually not just be a renter that might go live in 3 other cities over the next 6 years, but you were actually putting down roots and you were investing and you wanted to become a part of, remember this phrase, the ownership society? You wanted to live a level of ownership. And all of a sudden you find out that the game is rigged. You find out that the retirement programs that people have been selling you in 401ks wasn't so that you could have a decent retirement. Instead, it was so that people who make money off trades, make money off investments, get a little nibble of your salary every day. You know, in the late 80s, they start pitching people on these 401ks, 401(b)(3)s for nonprofits because the people who make those investments make money every time you move a portion of your salary over into your 401k. There's people that get a nibble, and they make money whether you make money or you lose money.
Yeah, right.
So that's why there's this big push for people to be in the stock market, and folks believe that that was actually a good way to build your retirement in the future. The system got gamed, and some of us have been trying to say we should stop that. The 99% means we're the 99% that aren't billionaires. We're the 99% that aren't on the top of the food chain.
Right.
And when those folks are able to game the system, we all end up losing. Word it up. Anyway, look, but this is a great conversation, right? You should have people saying, no, you need to work harder for it. And other people saying, but you can't keep working harder when the system tells you that you can't win, that you can't work hard enough.
Yeah, it's like my hometown of Granite City, Illinois, used to have a lot of company town parts to it, where the company that ran the steel mill would sell you the house, and you have to buy your stuff at the company store, and at every step, the company got a little taste.
You were a company man, yeah.
That's right, and so it kind of seems like this is, the type of system that big business wants to bring us into.
Yeah, and I understand that we have a changing economy. I understand that we no longer are going to fund our lives the way we used to. Totally up for that. A changed economic system in this country, big deal. I think it matters. I'm a small business owner. I get that. I am those people. I drive the engine of economic growth in this country. I'm a small business owner.
Right.
I know that. I get it. The problem is the system's been messed with.
Yeah.
Where even when you do the thing that the system said you were supposed to do, you can't win.
Yeah,
it's like it's a casino in the sense that it's built around the model that if you win, somebody else has to lose in order for you to win. And that's not capitalism, by the way. Capitalism should expand the pie, not simply redistribute it from one side to the other.
Aim higher, college student.
Aim higher.
Than being in a one-bedroom apartment with nothing.
Aim a little higher. Hey, religious radio, that's not quite right. Sometimes we do get it right, though.
I think
that might have been one of those. We'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
Was anybody paying attention the first time through? It's like Pagitt Radio, religious radio, that's not quite right on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota.